poissons dans l'eau. Nage, 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 nage. Les petits poissons dans l'eau nagent aussi bien que les gros. Nage, 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 nage. Les petits poissons dans l'eau nagent aussi bien que les gros.
The town of Saint-Brieuc in Brittany on the west coast of France. Catherine is a 35-year-old civil servant, and her husband, Rémi, who is 40, works on the railways. Capucine is their firstborn child. Oh, when she was born, she was 4.2 kilos. The pediatrician said she was a beautiful, healthy baby. And we were so happy for 2 days. 2 days after Capucine was born, the doctors noticed a birth defect. Her liver did not function to eliminate the bilious liquid, which is poisonous. The illness is called cirrhosis. It's not hereditary, and it affects just one child in 15,000 in France. If it's not stopped, it becomes fatal. We don't drink, we don't smoke. And then this happened. If it was just a minor problem, but this was serious. It was tough. There was a feeling of injustice. In fact, it was disgusting that this should happen to us and to her. We just wanted everything to be just right. It shouldn't happen to anyone. I remember telling you, we were happy for 3 years and then whoosh, it's gone. We'll never ever be happy again. It was almost impossible not to think of her dying. It was like we'd poisoned her to have given her life. But at what cost? If only we'd known. If only it had been one of us instead.
Nous, qu'on subisse ça, c'est pas... Mais surtout elle, quoi. Surtout elle.
For Capucine, there is only one solution, a liver transplant. Catherine and Rémi took their child to the Bicêtre hospital near Paris, which specializes in children's liver disorders, and they agreed that we could film their story to the very end, to raise public awareness about the critical lack of donors in France. Capucine has been registered on the waiting list, but it's likely to be a long wait, and in the meanwhile her illness worsens. There are about 30 children on the waiting list, and some have been waiting for 2 years.
Certains enfants sont inscrits en liste depuis plus de 2 ans.
T'as vu les abeilles?
Months and months of endless waiting, with Capucine's liver slowly deteriorating. As a last resort, the fastest way for the baby to have a transplant is for one of her parents to give her a part or a lobe of their own liver. Well, certainly, if one of the parents offers to transplant their liver, then at least we can plan the operation in a much better, organized way, and at a time when the child is still in relatively good health and not in danger from cirrhosis. Donating a part of their own liver was an easy decision. I think that when you have a child that's sick, that's all you think about. I think it's for her sake as much as mine. For her, it's not the same as it is for me. Catherine will undergo a series of tests. The doctors want to make sure she can withstand a general anesthetic and that she is also in perfect health, because she is the one who will donate part of her liver to her daughter. Why are you the donor? Me? Well, in terms of his body size, Rémi's liver is much bigger than mine. And what Capucine needs is just a lobe from the liver. If we'd been the same size, then it might have been him. Oh, it would definitely have been me. Yes, you would have been adamant about it. Oh, you would have insisted. Oh yes, I'm really sorry not to have been the donor. Well, I would have wanted to be the donor because there are risks in any operations, and I think it's up to the father to take those risks. So I do regret it. Professor Soubran will perform the operation. As with any patient, he is careful to remind Catherine of the risks involved.
Bonjour madame, comment allez-vous?
Ça va.
Il y a d'abord un risque vital, comme pour toute intervention.
Well, there's the risk of death. In this case, about one chance in 1,000.
Un décès.
In other words, one donor out of 1,000 might die. Then there's the risk of complications, which aren't life-threatening, but which might affect the operation. There's also always a small possibility of infection, but we'll do everything possible to reduce that. These are the kind of things that might mean spending more time recovering in hospital. Well, you're right, we do need to talk about these things, but what's at stake is so high. Well, parents who are ready to donate their own livers are real heroes. Well, obviously, it takes a lot of courage and determination for a parent. It might seem a natural choice for them to save one's child, given such a situation, but you have to go the whole way, see it through, even though it's a terrible ordeal, and you have to respect them for it.
Il faut l'assumer, il faut aller jusqu'au bout, mais c'est vraiment une épreuve terrible. Donc, moi, je respecte beaucoup leurs gestes.
The test results are positive, so Catherine will be able to give a lobe of her liver to her daughter. But Capucine is underweight. The transplant is scheduled in 6 months' time. And during these 6 months, Capucine will have to gain some weight. But an added complication is that she cannot digest her food properly. Thus, Catherine will have to feed her day and night through a tube into her stomach. In other words, forced feeding. Well, forced feeding, it sounds like something you do to a goose. But she puts up with it fairly well. Well, 12 or 13 hours every night. And in the morning she wakes up and is feeling sick. If you're force-fed, at some point you can't take it anymore.
Comme toi, si on te gave, à un moment donné, t'en peux plus.
Capucine's illness has shattered family life. Catherine has stopped working and taken on the role of a nurse to care for her daughter 24 hours a day. She has become very proficient in managing medical tasks.
Ça sonde, elle passe par le nez.
A tube goes through her nose into her stomach. You have to be careful before she takes any medicines or milk or anything else. You have to keep checking that the tube is in the right place in her stomach. And the way we do that is to put some air in, and then you can tell that she can feel that. And I can hear it through the stethoscope. If I can't hear anything, then I rush straight over to the hospital. But this is fine. I can take out the air that I put in before. There we are.
C'est bon, donc j'enlève l'air que j'ai mis en général.
I know it's in her stomach.
Donc là, on est dans l'estomac. Elle tire dessus.
She's always trying to pull it out. Oh, you stop that.
Bravo! Ah, coquine, tu veux pas? Allez.
Since their daughter's illness, Catherine and Rémi have felt very much alone.
Je crois que la maladie aussi, ça fait que il y a beaucoup de gens qui osent plus appeler.
Well, it's the kind of illness that you don't want to call up about. I understand. I mean, I'm not sure I want to ask these sort of questions. You might not like the answers. Catherine and Rémi are clinging to the hope that their daughter will one day be able to lead a normal life. Well, we're keeping our fingers crossed the transplant will work. But you see, she's not suffering that much, really. I mean, the illness, yes, it's a handicap, but there she is, nevertheless, full of life. She's doing well. Well, you know, the drip and the injections, those are hard. She's like any other child. We have to fight for her. She cannot fight it all alone. We're going to help her. Six months later, and the family is back in hospital. Capucine has grown. She's 16 months old. She's gained some weight, but her health has deteriorated. There is a risk she may hemorrhage at any moment. The transplant is scheduled for the next day. For the past 2 weeks now, the parents have been taking turns to watch over her at her bedside night and day, and they're exhausted. Well, it's true, her condition has worsened these past 2 weeks, and there's the risk of hemorrhaging, so we need to get a move on. It's scary, but we have to do it. So we keep pushing and pushing, but that's fine. I mean, we want to do this. The operation will require 2 teams in 2 different hospitals. The removal of a piece of Catherine's liver will take place at the Cochin Hospital in the south of Paris. Capucine's transplant will be performed at the Bicêtre Hospital in a suburb of the capital. Catherine is on her way to the Cochin. Oh, don't put any pressure on me. No, I'm not putting up signs everywhere. So, baby, Mummy's going now. Can I have a kiss?
Bon, ma petite puce. Maman, elle part. Est-ce que tu me fais un bisou? Un bisou. Oh, tu pourrais me faire un bisou?
Come on, just a little kiss.
Un petit bisou.
Tu fais un bisou à maman.
Go on, give Mummy a kiss.
Ok. Oui, ma puce.
Comment tu veux que je t'amène jusqu'à l'ascenseur?
Do you want me to take you as far as the lift? No, I'll be fine, thanks.
Tu fais un bisou encore à maman, Capucine?
Right, one last kiss to Mummy.
Un
Tu
petit
fais un
bisou?
bisou? Fais un bisou.
Tiens. Tant mieux, c'est aussi bien qu'elle ne se rende pas compte. Bon, allez, ciao.
Okay, I better go now. It's better she doesn't realize I'm leaving.
Asseoir au téléphone.
Okay, well, I'll speak to you on the phone tonight.
Si, c'est bon.
Je pensais qu'elle aurait flippé bien
I
plus que
thought
ça.
she'd be much more upset than that, but she was great.
Super droite, elle est partie.
I'm sure she has the ability to manage for herself when she needs
Elle a
to.
des ressources qui sont bien enfouies en elle et puis elle arrive à puiser dedans quand il y en a besoin.
Rémi is staying with his daughter. His brother will take Catherine to the hospital. Listen, if you don't want to talk, that's okay.
Parler, à moi te dire que
Yeah, sorry, I am a bit stressed.
un peu stressée là, ouais.
Oh, I understand. The Cochin Hospital, where Catherine will be operated on the next morning at 8 o'clock.
Là, je vous dirais que là, je stresse un peu.
Well, I must say at this point I feel a bit stressed out, but I'm happy to be here.
Vous installez tranquillement.
Or you just settle in here and a nurse will be back to see you shortly.
Soubran va passer vous
And
voir.
we should be starting early tomorrow morning. We'll pick you up at about 7:30.
7h30, un brancardier vient vous chercher.
D'accord.
Catherine has lots of questions on her mind, but few answers.
Ça a toujours été mon truc, c'est de me dire, si le foie redémarre pas avec mon foie,
It's always been what I wanted to do, because even if my liver doesn't work, they have 2 days to find another one.
on trouveront sans doute un, mais lequel et dans quel état? Et pas forcément compatible. Hein. Bon, c'est exceptionnel apparemment.
And
que le
there's
foie
no question they
redémarre.
will find another
C'est
one.
pas impossible. J'essaie toujours de
Just
me dire,
which
et
other
si,
one?
et si, mais bon, faut arrêter à un
It
moment
may not be
donné,
compatible. Still, it's pretty rare that the liver wouldn't work.
quelqu'un pouvait nous dire exactement
But it's not
ce
impossible.
serait génial.
I'm always asking myself, what if this or what if that? But I've got to stop. If someone could tell me how everything will turn out, that would be great. But so far, there is no someone.
Oui, ça va.
Pas de problème.
Bon, un peu de stress là, c'est vrai. Enfin, de stress, non, et en même
How
temps.
are you? A bit nervous, you know.
J'ai hâte que ce soit fait en fait. J'ai hâte. Là,
I just love to get this over with.
C'est ça.
The evening may be a bit long, but we've been waiting for 16 months now.
Un matin.
Ouais, ouais. Au revoir.
The following morning at the Bicêtre hospital, Rémi wakes up Capucine. He wants to tell her himself what is going to happen to her.
Aujourd'hui, c'est un grand jour, Capucine. C'est
It's an
aujourd'hui
important
l'opération.
day today,
Je
Capucine.
l'ai plusieurs fois.
Today's the operation, you remember?
D'accord.
I've told you about it several times.
D'accord. Maman, à cette heure-ci, elle est dans le
Mummy's
bloc
being
opératoire.
operated on
Elle est en train de
right now.
retirer Son petit bout de
They're
foie.
taking a little bit of her liver to give you.
Tu comprends? C'est pour ça que ce matin, elle
That's
est pas
why
là.
she's not here this morning.
D'accord. Et elle sera pas là pendant plusieurs
She'll
jours.
be away for a few more days, but afterwards she'll come and see you.
D'accord.
She might be a
C'est pas
bit
pour ça qu'elle
tired,
t'aime plus. Elle reviendra te voir
and
après.
we'll need to
Bien
have
sûr,
some
c'est un peu
rest.
convalescente.
But she'll be
Elle se
back.
repose. Maman, elle est dans le bloc, et puis tout à l'heure, toi...
Mummy's in the operating theatre, and you will be too soon. You'll be going for about 12 hours or so, depending, and then you'll go back to the ward where you were the other day. You remember all the nice ladies there?
Les gens, les dames,
And then
elles
I'll
sont
be coming to see you later.
D'accord.
You might
Et
still
moi,
be
j'irai
asleep,
te voir
but
ce soir.
I'll be there with you.
Ou c'est nuit, enfin ça dépend quand est-ce que je pourrai aller te voir. Toi tu ne sauras pas que je suis là parce que tu seras un peu... tu seras encore un peu endormi. D'accord.
10 o'clock at the Cochin Hospital, Catherine is in the operating theatre and the surgeon checks her liver.
Il faut que vous appeliez Bicêtre.
Please call the Bicêtre Hospital, Professor Hélène Martelly, and tell her the liver is perfectly fine and that we're starting. The liver is perfect. At the Bicêtre Hospital, Hélène Martelly, the surgeon, comes to inform Rémi. Capucine is being taken to the operating theatre.
On y va, ouais. Je pense qu'on n'est jamais prêt.
Well, I don't think we're ever ready for this, but, well, she might be, but I'm certainly not.
Ah, mon chat.
Okay, pussycat?
Ouais. Ça fait drôle de papa pleurer.
Is it funny to see Daddy crying?
Pas souvent, hein.
It doesn't happen often, eh?
Pas non plus, d'ailleurs. Hein? Et que la main, il le jette tout par terre. Voilà. T'as la forme d'un coup.
Oh, you're in good shape, aren't you? Ah, you'll be fine.
Ouais.
Rémi is allowed to go along with his daughter as far as the entrance of the operating theatre. He can't be sure when he will see Capucine again. The operation will take a minimum of 7 hours, if all goes well.
C'est maintenant le grand moment.
It's now, Capucine,
D'accord. Alors il faut être forte.
so you have to be strong,
Il faut être forte.
okay?
Je t'aime très très
Don't
fort.
forget, I love you very, very much.
Maman et moi.
And Mummy and I both love you so much.
Très très fort. Tu es une petite fille très
You're a
courageuse.
very brave little girl, and we're so proud of you.
On est très fiers de toi. Allez, ça va bien.
Okay, everything will go well.
Attention. Allez, allez. Allez, c'est maintenant.
How about a kiss?
Allez, allez mon cœur. Faut s'accrocher.
All right, you have to be brave, my darling. Mummy and I are thinking of you. Oh, there.
Tu vas voir, il y a des jolis petits ballons, là-bas, il y a tout ça.
La tête de côté, pardon.
C'est tout chaud, ma puce, c'est tout chaud.
Allons, Capuce.
Ça va être chaud, là.
Allez, allez. Regarde. Ouais, je sais.
Allez, la puce. Encore un petit bisou.
Pour maman et pour moi. Allez, allez, faut y aller. Ouais, ouais, je sais, je sais. Je sais.
Back at the Cochin Hospital, and Catherine has been under anesthetic for 2 hours. The removal of the graft is almost finished.
On va être prêt, hein. On est prêt, ma poule.
We're ready. We're ready now. The graft has been removed and put in a special liquid. For Catherine, the operation is almost over. Her liver will regenerate within a month and function as well as before, and there'll be no after effects.
Voilà, donc c'est très bien. On va pouvoir fermer les différentes incisions.
All right, let's close up the incisions, and she can go to recovery. The graft will be kept in an ice box and rushed by ambulance to the Bicêtre Hospital, a 20-minute drive away. Capucine is waiting for her mummy's liver. In the meantime, Rémi has been trying to keep himself busy. Sitting on a bench in the hospital grounds, he's been sharing his anxiety with another father.
J'ai pas dormi.
I didn't get much sleep last night,
Pourtant, moi, je suis un gros dormeur.
and usually I sleep really well. When I'm off, it's a tough job waking me up.
J'ai dormi 2 heures. Ces
I'm
journées-là
going to keep my mobile handy. I'm afraid I might miss a call.
Je vais garder mon portable en main parce que j'ai toujours peur de ne pas l'entendre.
After a 2-hour wait, Rémi can't take it anymore. He leaves for the Cochin Hospital to see his wife. But it's too early. She's only just left the operating theatre. Right now she's fine, but she's still sleeping. She's not in pain. Everything is going well.
D'accord.
And I'll let her know you came by to ask about her.
Merci, au revoir.
It's the first good news of the day, and Rémi calls his family.
Bon, bah ça s'est bien passé.
Hey, it's good. Everything is fine with Cathy. They removed part of her liver as planned, so everything's going well.
Y a pas de souci. J'arrive pas à me concentrer.
Sorry, it's a bit hard to focus. I'm not dragging on cigarettes because I don't smoke, but the minutes are dragging.
Mais bon, c'est dur.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
C'est dur.
For Rémi, the wait is far from being over. It's 6 p.m. Capucine has been in the operating theatre for 6 hours. Hélène Martelly and her team have removed the sick liver. They are now about to perform the transplant of Catherine's lobe.
Le greffon est parfaitement
While the graft is perfectly compatible and sufficient given the child's weight, the liver is getting its color back, and all we have to do is re-establish the arterial passages so that the liver has a normal vein function. So we'll need some warm water now, please, to help it recover from its ordeal.
Il se remette un petit peu de ses émotions. Un autre fil.
2 hours later, and Rémi is still without any news of his daughter. At 9, Rémi decides to wait next to the operating theatre to see what he can find out.
C'est long, c'est interminable.
It's so long, it's endless.
Putain. Quelle poisse.
It's tough. I'd rather be at the couchant,
Sur la table, j'entends.
under the knife.
Je voyais pas Cathy affronter ça.
I didn't think Cathy could do it, so, well, perhaps it's better this way. 10 p.m. and still no news.
Oui, bonsoir madame.
Hello?
Je suis...
I'm next to the cafeteria.
Oui.
Can you just tell me how much longer it'll be?
Combien de temps Salut mon cher.
Hello, my baby.
Maman, elle pense beaucoup à toi.
Mummy's been thinking about you all the time.
Ouais, elle va bien aussi.
No, I went to see her and she's fine.
Il faut que tu te reposes maintenant.
You need to rest now.
Tu le sais ça.
You're such a wonderful little girl. Yes, you are. I'm so proud of you.
Ah, je suis super content de la voir.
I'm delighted to see her. She's fine. She's sleeping it off.
Non, non, elle est bien. Bon, pour l'instant, elle dort. Hein. Tout à l'heure, au réveil, ça sera
When
peut-être
she
un peu
wakes up,
plus
I'm sure
agité,
she'll be
mais
lively.
Je pense que des journées comme ça...
I don't think anyone forgets days like
Autant le
these.
jour de sa naissance, je
Yeah, it's
l'oublierai
like the day
jamais,
she was
autant
born.
aujourd'hui, je
I'll never
l'oublierai
forget this day either.
pas. Ah, c'est sûr. Ouais, je crois que c'est une nuit.
Oh, I think I'll sleep well tonight.
J'ai dormi
Well, more than last
plus que
night
rien
anyway.
Dans tous les cas. Parce que je
Because she seems to be fine.
Ouais, ouais, ça... Non, là, je vois bien que ça va bien. Là. Ça va bien. Oui, c'est Rémi. Bon, ça c'est
Well,
bien
everything is going well so far.
Oui, je ressors. Ça s'est très bien passé.
It went very well.
Ah bon, écoute, pour l'instant, c'est une réussite. Quand vous aimez quelqu'un et qu'en plus...
Well, when you love someone and when that person has given part of herself to save your child, well, there's no way to describe that.
Ah, c'est fantastique. Enfin bon, je sais pas, je suis pas...
I wish I could find the right words. But it's just fantastic.
C'est génial, quoi. C'est génial. Là, aujourd'hui, je l'ai envie.
And what's more, she helped Capucine on the road to recovery. I mean, there's a part of her body inside Capucine's stomach.
C'est génial de se dire qu'il y a un bout d'elle dans le ventre de sa fille et c'est grâce à...
And it's thanks to her, really, that she'll still be alive.
Enfin bon.
It's a great relief. It's great news.
Enfin, ça fait une bonne épine du pied. Ah, ça fait du bien. Depuis des mois, on a enfin une bonne nouvelle.
Oh, j'ai mal là.
It hurts. Oh, well, we can rest. Do you want to sit? Well, it's my ribs. 4 days later, Catherine sees her daughter for the first time since the operation.
Oui, bah secoue pas trop, s'il te plaît.
Oh, don't shake me too much. Capucine is still in the recovery room. The liver is functioning well. Her medical check is good.
Ouais, merci. Fais doudou, ma puce. Fais doudou. Oui.
Ah, c'est doudou, hein. T'as vu,
See,
deux doudous, je
she's
vais
got
dire.
2 of her little dollies with her.
Deux doudous, ouais. Un naturaliste de la médecine, ma puce.
It's unbelievable what doctors can do these days. It's just unbelievable.
C'est incroyable.
Unless there are complications, Capucine and her parents should be able to go home soon.
Quelle est la première chose que vous allez faire quand vous serez rentré chez vous?
What's the first thing you'll do when you get home? I don't know yet. Oh, I think we might go to the zoo. She loves animals.
On essaiera d'en profiter.
Well, we'll try and make the most of things because it's been a long 16 months. And after spending so much time in hospitals, we'll try and do lots of different things. Go out. I think that'll be the main thing.
Ah bah oui, c'est la
Oh yeah, that's right. We want her to experience all sorts of things now. Nice things for a change.
Dur dans la vie, j'espère.
A month after the transplant, Capucine is no longer fed by tube. She can eat with a spoon, and her recovery is going very well.
Allez, ma puce. Non, mets pas les doigts dedans.
The only constraint is that she has to take pills to prevent her body from rejecting her new liver. It's a treatment she will have to follow every day for the rest of her life.
Ah oui, ah, tu cherches. Hein.
Because there are not enough donors, not enough grafts. The doctors at the Bicêtre hospital save about 10 children like Capucine every year. Children whose loving parents have given them the gift of life twice.